Great white shark. The apex predator Hollywood turned into a nightmare. This beast can grow over 6 meters long and weigh more than 2 tons. Its bite, over 1.8 tons of pressure, enough to snap bone like dry twigs. But brute force isn't its only weapon. The great white senses tiny electric pulses from muscles. Even a heartbeat hiding under sand can betray prey. Despite its terror image, this shark is not a mindless killer. Most attacks on humans are just test bites. Curiosity, not hunting. Still, when a great white comes from below, silent, unseen, it's basically a submarine with teeth. And yet, the ocean has predators even smarter, deadlier. But we'll get there. Orca, the so-called killer whale. At first glance, it looks friendly, black and white, almost cartoonish. But behind that smile is one of the smartest predators ever to swim. Unlike sharks, orcas don't hunt alone. They hunt in pods, family groups led by mothers. And they hunt with strategy. Waves to wash seals off ice floes. Ambushes to trap schools of fish. Precision flips to paralyze stingrays, and even coordinated attacks on sharks, turning them upside down, inducing tonic immobility, a living coma. This isn't brute force. This is chess, played underwater. Orcas communicate with unique calls, dialects that differ from pod to pod. They teach their young hunting tricks, passing knowledge through generations. Culture. In whales. Despite their fearsome name, attacks on humans in the wild are almost unheard of. To them, we're neither prey nor threat. But to everything else in the ocean, they're executioners. Ruthless, efficient, unstoppable. An orca doesn't just kill, it orchestrates. They are not just predators. They are ocean generals. And when a pod of orcas arrives, the sea itself falls silent. Tiger shark, the ocean's garbage truck with fins. It doesn't just hunt, it eats anything. License plates, tires, birds, turtles, if it fits, it's lunch. Yes, scientists have even found car parts inside them. At nearly 5 meters long, striped like a tropical prison uniform, this shark is basically a hitman disguised as a fish. Its jaws, serrated like a chainsaw, perfect for cracking shells, bones, and, well, whatever it wants. Unlike the great white, which often bites and retreats, tiger sharks don't hesitate. They bite and they keep biting. That persistence makes them the #2 shark for human attacks worldwide, right after the great white. Congrats, silver medal in terror. And here's the kicker. While most sharks stick to the deep, tiger sharks patrol the shallows. Yes, the same waters where you're floating on your pink inflatable flamingo. So if you see stripes sliding below you in the tropics, that's not fashion, that's your final warning. Mako Shark, the ocean's guided missile. It's the fastest shark alive, reaching speeds over 70 kilometers per hour. That's highway speed. With teeth. Sleek, metallic blue with a torpedo-shaped body, the Mako is built for pure efficiency. Every fin, every muscle screams one thing: speed kills. Its eyes are black voids. Its teeth, thin and curved like surgical scalpels, designed not just to bite, but to hold wriggling prey. And what's on the menu? Tuna, swordfish, squid, even other sharks. If it moves, it's fair game. Fishermen call it the psycho shark because when hooked, Makos leap meters out of the water, thrashing like underwater acrobats. Yes, this thing fights even when it's dying. Luckily, attacks on humans are rare, but when they do happen, it's like being hit by a torpedo with blades. So if the tiger shark is the garbage truck of the ocean, the Mako is the sports car with an appetite for blood. Hammerhead Shark, the alien of the shark world. With its bizarre T-shaped head, it looks more like a failed science experiment than a predator. But that head isn't for decoration. It's a weapon. Hammerheads have 360-degree vision. Eyes at the edges give them almost panoramic sight. Nothing sneaks past. And those wide heads are packed with sensors, detecting electric signals from prey buried under sand. A stingray hiding flat on the ocean floor? Not safe. They don't always hunt alone. Sometimes dozens of hammerheads gather in schools, swimming in eerie, synchronized motion. Imagine looking up and seeing a fleet of hammers floating above you. Despite the cartoonish look, hammerheads are serious hunters. Fast, efficient, precise. They may not be the largest sharks, but in terms of design, they're basically Formula 1 cars with alien helmets. Weird, but deadly. Saltwater Crocodile, the dinosaur that never got the memo about extinction. Stretching over 6 meters and weighing more than a ton, this reptile is the largest living crocodilian on Earth. And it doesn't just rule rivers, it invades the ocean. Its bite force? Over 3,700 pounds per square inch. That's stronger than a T-Rex. Yes, a crocodile outbites a dinosaur. Salties are patient assassins. They wait just below the surface, eyes and nostrils barely exposed until prey makes a mistake. Then, explosion. A sudden strike, dragging victims into the infamous death roll, spinning underwater until bones snap and lungs fill. They eat anything. Fish, birds, water buffalo, even sharks. That's right, a crocodile versus a shark isn't a fantasy. It happens. Humans? Definitely on the menu. Saltwater crocodiles are responsible for hundreds of attacks every year. To them, we're just another piece of meat that wandered too close. Forget the title King of the Jungle. This is the king of coasts, and it doesn't share its throne. Sperm whale, the largest toothed predator on Earth. Reaching up to 20 meters in length and weighing over 50 tons, this giant is a living submarine. But instead of torpedoes, it carries a biological weapon: sound. Sperm whales produce clicks louder than a jet engine, powerful enough to stun prey and maybe even knock a diver unconscious. They dive deeper than almost any mammal, over 2,000 meters, into a world of crushing pressure and eternal darkness. And down there, they face their greatest rival, the giant squid. Battles so violent, whales resurface scarred with sucker marks as proof. Despite their size, they eat with precision. One whale can consume a ton of squid in a single day. Sperm whales are gentle giants on the surface, but in the abyss, they're gladiators, the true kings of the deep. When a sperm whale descends into the darkness, it carries centuries of mystery with it. Proof that the ocean's deadliest battles don't happen where we can see them, but in the black silence below. Giant squid, the kraken, made real. For centuries, sailors told stories of tentacles rising from the deep, dragging ships into darkness. And while the legends were exaggerated, the creature behind them is very real. The giant squid can reach over 12 meters long, longer than a school bus. Its eyes are the largest in the animal kingdom, each the size of a dinner plate, built to see in the pitch black abyss. With tentacles lined with serrated suckers, it grips prey like a living chainsaw. Fish, squid, anything unlucky enough to cross its path. Its greatest rival, the sperm whale. Down in the deep, these two monsters clash in battles we almost never witness. But the scars on whales tell the story. The irony? For all its terrifying image, the giant squid is rarely seen alive. Most of what we know comes from corpses washed up on beaches, or torn from the stomachs of whales. It's the ultimate paradox. A predator so powerful it inspired legends, yet so elusive it still feels like myth. The ocean hides monsters, and this one barely lets itself be seen. See in the next video. Lions, the so-called kings of the jungle, even though they don't live in jungles at all. Instead, they rule the open savannas of Africa, lounging like golden statues under the sun.